Oshers, Haley Mercer, Shea Tyler, and Loren Gabel. Matt, if you could just talk a little about today's game, second straight win over Cornell. Tight game throughout, and then big flurry at the end. Just your thoughts on the game.
Yeah, it was a fun, exciting game, I'm sure. It was a bit of a roller coaster ride. I thought we came out and started the game off pretty well. Had a couple chances there. I thought, when we took that penalty right towards the beginning of the game, they gained a little momentum from that, but I thought we did a good job bouncing back from it and kind of took over the rest of the period and got some chances. Second period, I thought we had a ton of chances that we just couldn't put in the back of the net, had some open nets and everything like that. And then third period, I give a lot of credit to them. They came at us pretty hard there. They definitely pressed us. They're a tough team to play against. They never quit, as you can see. But I give a lot of credit to our girls too. They stuck with it, kept things simple, just bared down and got the job done when it came on time.
Dan Mount, I'll watch out the early times. Loren, looks like you guys were trying to work on the one side on that power play. What were you guys doing and be able to get through on the power play and everything, that first goal?
I think that first goal really gained a lot of momentum for the team. We practiced it in practice, going down to Banny on the goal line there and back up. But yeah, I think that really got us a lot of energy.
For any one of you guys, how big was that second goal? Looked like we can breathe a little bit, but they scored right afterwards. How key was that second one?
I think that second goal was really huge. Again, it gained a lot more momentum for us, and when they scored that their first goal, we knew that we had to bear down and bear down in the defensive zone.
Kaylee, how's it feel to be bookending your career with another Frozen Four and everything? How does it feel?
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't be more excited about it. I have such a great group of girls around me, and I just can't wait to, get on that plane and get out to Frozen Four and have that chance to get that national championship back to Potsdam. So we're pretty excited about it.
Every one of you, even Coach, it played like a carbon copy of last week's game, didn't it? Talk about that. I mean, it looked like for the first 58-ish minutes, it was like an exact carbon copy of last week.
Yeah, all of our games against Cornell this year have been close games. They were all one-goal games prior to today, and a lot of them had exciting finishes. Even the game they beat us earlier in the season, they scored with probably about a minute and a half left to win the game there. We go there and we end the game in overtime. And then last weekend, a 1-0 game. So I'm pretty sure fans can be entertained when Clarkson and Cornell get together.
I mean, Shea had like over 200 minutes of shutout hockey. I know you would have wanted to finish the shutout, but how nice is it to come out with the win and everything. It looked like the girls were really giving you opportunities to see the pucks. Talk about that.
Yeah, like whenever I get a shutout, it's not like an individual thing, it's definitely a team thing. The last 2 games the girls have been playing unbelievable, so it's been making my job really easy. Cornell's a really good team, tough team to play against, so it's bound to happen, but we bared down and got the job done, so I wasn't too concerned about it.
I mean, Haley, Loren, talk about Voorhees. Looks like she really gave them a puncher's chance out there. For Cornell's goalie, she gave them a real chance out there.
Yeah, she's an awesome player, and she's pretty aggressive, so we knew that she was going to come out and give us quite the game, and that's exactly what she did. We were trying to put a lot of shots up on her and get in her lanes and create some screens and just get rebounds on her, and she obviously came up big for their team, so we were lucky to put the ones in that we did, and all the props go to her.
For anyone, when they scored that one goal and everything, we're just like, uh-oh, we're in for a wild one. Talk about that. When they scored with about 1:27 left, looks like you guys had to buckle down a little bit. What were you guys doing?
Yeah, it definitely gets your emotions running a bit. That there's not much time left on the clock, and they get that goal to make it close again. But we just knew that we had to just stick with our game plan and everything we had been doing, bear down in our D zone, and I knew that the passion and the want on our bench was there, and we were going to go out and get the job done regardless of that goal.
All right, a last one for any one of you guys. How excited we go back to another Final Four? 3 in the last 4 years. Talk about it, and how big is it for the program to be going back again?
I think we're just excited to represent Clarkson and get there and really show them how hard we've worked this year and really just make a name for ourselves. And I think that as a group we have so much potential and we just have a lot of unfulfilled business that we're ready to take care of.
Anyone else want to add or?
Yeah, I think it's a great experience. It's nice that the freshmen get an experience like that. I know I'm excited to go back. A little unfinished business to do. So.
All right, anything else?
Great, thanks.
Thanks, I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cornell coach Doug Derrick. Coach, if you could just talk about today's game and your team's season, 20 wins, picked sixth in the preseason poll, ECAC, and you made it back to the NCAA tournament. Just talk about today's game and your season overall.
Oh yeah, I mean, really proud of our team. Really proud of the season that we had. You know, a young team. I don't think anybody really expected what we got out of this team. A team that really cared about one another, really came together, worked hard as a team, and I'm really proud of our season. Congratulations to Clarkson. You know, they did a great job against us last weekend, and again here today. So congratulations to them. But yeah, I'm really proud of our season, really proud of our team and the accomplishments that we've had and the way they've handled everything this year.
Dane Mount, Watertown Times. Coach, talk about how important Paula was today. She did a really good job and gave you a big chance to at least get it overtime or get you tied up and everything. Talk about her game today.
Yeah, she's been phenomenal. I didn't think we were very sharp early on in the game. I thought, you know, looked a little bit nervous. Pucks were kind of bouncing around, and we gave up some really good chances. And thankfully, Paula's done it time and time again for us this year and just had an excellent game. Again here today has been outstanding, so we're really gonna miss her with graduation.
And that penalty kill, like they only gave the one power play goal, but how big was the penalty kill today? They kept you in the game also.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think it starts with your goaltending. You know, I asked the coach one time, you know, about penalty killing and how to become a good penalty killing team. The answer I got was get a good goaltender, and she did a great job for us. And you know, they're really scary on the power play. They got a lot of really good offensive players, and you know, some Patty Kazmaier finalists there, and so we did an okay job. First one, we should have been challenging her a little bit more on the shot than we were, but I thought overall our penalty killing was pretty solid today.
Looked like things changed for you between the second and third. What was going on? What did you tell them to get them fired up and everything?
Well, I think we knew, you know, we had to get something going or we were going home. So, you know, we came out, I thought we were much more aggressive. I think we got settled in a little bit. I would have liked to have seen us been that way right from the start. You know, with a young team, sometimes I think they get a little bit overexcited and looked a little bit nervous, like I said, and I just thought we sat back a little bit too much. I think we were just kind of hoping that things were going to happen rather than trying to take the game to them.
Like you said, it's a young team, and that goal late on. Is this something you can build on for the next couple of seasons and everything?
Oh, for sure. I mean, you know, we got 7 freshmen. They all played a big role for us this year, so certainly something we can build off of. But you know, we're losing a lot of great seniors as well, and we'll miss them. So you know, every year is a flux there, and you never really know how that team's going to come together and how the incoming freshmen are going to integrate with the team as well. And I think that was the biggest thing this year is our freshmen just really fit well with our group, and our senior leadership did a great job of taking care of that and getting them working together.
And for the first 58 plus minutes, played like a carbon copy of last week. Is that what you got from this game as well? It looked like
yeah, it seemed
exactly like it.
Yeah, it was almost identical, which is strange, but you know, both teams are really strong defensively. Both teams have really good goaltending, so I didn't expect it to be a high-scoring affair. You know, I thought it was going to be one goal one way or the other, and it was pretty much that until the last couple of minutes. But unfortunately, we couldn't find a way to score a goal until the last few seconds.
All right. Anything else?